Ale House on a wet Wednesday. It's a beautiful day if you're a duck. So this is three guys who love sports, and you know what? We're here to support guys that are going through mental issues, whether it be depression from rain or whatever, or physical issues. They just need their mind taken off what they're going through for an hour a week. We're here to help. If you help somebody and they all help somebody, everybody does a little, nobody has to do a lot. My name is Chuck Burge. My co-host, Robert Kinney. Robert, this is your wife's kind of day, isn't it? Stormy?
Stormy weather. No, it's not, because she woke up in Tampa, south of Tampa this morning.
Oh, wow.
And just got home. So she's been white knuckling the whole drive.
Did she drive? Oh, wow.
In a Jeep with no windows. Yeah.
Oh, my
Ain't nothing better. Ain't nothing. But I just want to say one thing on behalf of the Ducks. You know, we're not that smart of people, and I don't mean us. We're incredibly smart, but I mean humans in general. I don't know the Ducks enjoy the rain. You know, we always say nobody enjoys this except for the Ducks. I'm not sure they do. I think they don't mind getting their butt wet, but I'm not sure they like it, you know, in the
on
face.
their head.
Yeah, in their face.
We'll have to talk to
eyes.
Donald and see how that goes. Yeah, see what he's got to say.
Roger. There's a lot of
Dan Lanning.
I would
Dan Lanning.
He's a duck.
He is a duck.
He's
That's
the head
true.
of the Ducks.
maybe
That's
we
true.
can get Marcus
Mariota?
Yeah. Yeah. So regardless, we're here at Miller's Ale House where we love. Today, I am getting Mimi's Fiesta Bowl, just like always.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's the last time.
It might be.
It might be, because I could be dead by this time next week.
That could be
Okay.
another reason.
Well, that's
but
Burger
not
for
from
Adam,
Mimi's. Not from the Mimi's.
Larry
He's not going to.
Lichtenstein, what are you getting?
I'm going to go with the wings.
Larry's doing wings, and Robert, you're doing dessert because you said you had some buffalo burgers at home that
I've
you
been
cooked?
eating burgers nonstop, and yeah, we're just going with some donuts.
All right. Well, let's get a commercial up, and we'll be ready to go. Kennesaw Express Lube.
There are a lot of places to get your oil changed in the Kennesaw area, but if you're looking for a personal experience, then stop in at Castro Kennesaw Express Lube or Lost Mountain Express Lube. We'll always do our best to get you in and out quickly, safely, and without a whole lot of fuss. We're a true owner-operated business where you'll find Brian under a car or a hood at one of the shops. We offer experienced, knowledgeable technicians and the latest computer software to help you maintain your new car warranty and keep your pride and joy running for the next 100,000 miles. We proudly offer
Castrol products.
Thank you, Brian Bristow, for being a sponsor of the Three Guys Do Sports. We actually have a new sponsor. None of these guys know about yet, but somebody contacted me about being a sponsor, so we're going to have to squeeze in another commercial somewhere. So,
We can do it.
We can do it.
You know
all
what's
night long.
what's so funny is Brett didn't even blink while I was doing that until he heard Castrol
Castrol
products coming from every angle. Then he bugged out.
Speaking of Brent, let's welcome Brent Rittersdorf back. Brent, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing great, guys.
Listen to that crowd.
I know.
It's amazing.
You should see all of them hanging out at the bar right now. There's tons of them. Tons of them.
It's a great.
All
Yeah,
kinds
but
of people.
I appreciate you not quacking like a duck, even though you kind of feel like one.
Yeah.
But you know, I do think that what do you call that? What do you call their nose? The duck bill?
Beak.
Bill?
Or
The bill.
The water
Bill.
hitting that might be painful. They may actually be not happy. That's why they always are shaking. Maybe they don't like getting wet.
Yeah, because you guys had the duck thing at Whitewater.
Yeah, we did, but I don't.
Did you
I
have
don't
any
know what it's
insight
like.
with those ducks?
I don't know what it's like to have a duck bill. I mean, it might hurt when those drops hit.
I just look at it from the standpoint that if you look at everything that people thought 1,000 years ago, they were all wrong. And so what makes us think that we're right about this one? Ducks definitely like a good storm blowing at the side of their head.
Speaking
I'm
of
guessing
good-
that-
I like it when you guys are in synchronicity there. Can you guys do that Castrol thing again?
Castrol products.
Okay.
So, all right. So, speaking of storms, we have a very important baseball series going on right now here in Atlanta.
No, it's not.
The Mets and the Braves. Brett's Mets are now one game back of the Braves, half game back of the Diamondbacks. So, could be that the Mets and the Braves both make it. But in my opinion, Helene is going to win this week because Braves took the game last night, but I don't think they're playing tonight. I don't think they're playing tomorrow night. So I don't know what they're going to do about this Met series.
It gets ugly, you know, and once again, if you have a deep pitching rotation, you can kind of weather this storm, if you will.
Aha.
We're on the weather.
But at the end of the day, if the Braves have to play a couple extra games on a Monday, that even if they were to win those games, now all of a sudden you're you got your third or fourth best option starting a series. So it's very difficult.
And I talked this with both of y'all on the phone yesterday, Brent and Robert. I said, why didn't they fly them to Houston and let them play a doubleheader today, or a game today and a game tomorrow, and so they'll be through of it? What if one of their other games gets rained out? What if the Mets or the Diamondbacks or somebody else gets rained out over the weekend? Then they're stuck again.
Well, we have this entity called Major League Baseball, right? And we have these apps that you can actually see the weather. I think. I don't know. It's something new. So
I think Bud Selig banned that before he left.
Okay. But it looked like to me that a sensible thing to do would just to have played two yesterday. Yep. You had good weather, and it was a beautiful day at the ballpark. Great Braves win, by the way.
Yep.
And now we're set up for like today. The only
Chaos.
way that you could play it, they said that there's like a less than 50% chance of rain at 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. So do you somehow get in six innings today? You don't play tomorrow, so that leaves your Monday day open. You're probably not playing Friday, so you're going to play 2 on Sunday.
And I'm all about the team, but, don't forget the fact that Sale is going for the Triple Crown, and this is his last start. Right now he is leading in the Triple Crown pitching statistics.
ER wins and what else?
Strikeouts.
And strikeouts.
And, guys only 5 strikeouts behind of him. Wheeler's close in ERA and wins. So, he needs this game.
He does need it.
Everybody needs
MLB,
game.
and MLB needs it.
Yeah,
the Red Sox don't want to see it.
The
but-
Royals need to play their games because they're in the hunt.
Yep.
I mean, everybody that the Braves are playing, and who the Mets are playing, Milwaukee's already clinched.
So does this add a discussion for? I mean, I know they want that first week with the wild card to be played next week and go right at it. Do you need that extra day on a Tuesday for something like this that happens? So
Well, and that's what they do.
They gotta plan
and,
ahead, yeah.
and they always have a little bit of fodder in there because in case there's a tie. They have that one game playoff on a Monday or a Tuesday. So the Monday and Tuesday is now all of a sudden going to be our makeup games, which could turn a Wednesday into a one-day playoff.
And the games are already set, right, in terms of when they're going to play them right now. So they got to squeeze everything in they can this weekend. And I wouldn't be surprised if they wound up going somewhere else.
and it's ironic because tomorrow's game was the makeup from April that got rained out.
Correct.
That's
Yeah.
right. So it's already a makeup that's in jeopardy of not being played again.
Correct.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Do they make the playoffs? Braves make the playoffs? I think they will.
I mean,
Chuck's come full circle, baby.
Woo woo! Well, I said a couple of weeks ago, once I realized that the Mets and Phillies were playing each other.
Sure.
But the Mets really took care of them. Mets won 3 out of 4 over the weekend from Philadelphia.
My main thing is that it's so easy to win 3 games. The White Sox could sweep the Yankees. I don't know that it happened this year, but anything can happen. And so when you're only looking to win 3 straight games, man, any team can do that. We just won't do it with Riley this year because he has been given his vacation papers.
Yes, he has.
I was talking to Kevin McAlpin and Chris Domino yesterday.
Name dropper.
A little bit,
Of course.
and they were saying that because they host Braves pregame, and they were talking about the Braves have to win 5 out of their next 6.
Sure.
In order to make the playoffs. So, I'm going to agree with them. I think that if the Braves win 5 out of their next 6, they will obviously be in the playoffs.
They should.
But it's the tough task of winning 5 out of those next 6 because they've got this series against the Mets and they've got one more. Is it it's not the Diamondbacks? Is it the Brewers?
No, the Royals.
The Royals.
So we got 3 versus the Royals, but Diamondbacks have to play the Padres for 3, and
But again, the Padres are
They
locked
clinched,
in.
right? So do they have to play
Milwaukee's clinched.
correct. But and I don't claim to know what those managers are thinking, but we've all watched teams that clinched early and you rested everybody and then you weren't ready for the postseason, or maybe you played so hard and then you still weren't ready. So there's no way to know, but I don't see anybody taking days off in this final weekend, with a few days to go. Maybe if your first baseman's got a banged up ankle, he gets a rest for a couple days, but outside that, you're putting all your horses out there.
Yeah, but the most important thing is just to get the games played at this point in time with the weather the way it is, right?
That's it. 162 games. Wow, man, we got plenty of time. Okay, no, it's
Oh, you
still,
don't. It's
still a lot of games.
It is time. So we'll see. Like I said, I don't know what they're going to do, and I'm surprised MLB hadn't come out and said something like a contingency plan or something for these games.
Normally they do, and normally
Yeah.
you hear that, especially in NFL. There's always games are being moved when you see that kind of weather coming through.
Yeah,
but
like when they were going to play at Buffalo last year, and they moved it to Detroit because it was snowing.
I really think that. I mean, yesterday playing 2 would have seemed to make the most sense of that.
I told
totally
Chuck
agree.
the Marlins aren't in town. The Miami was never in danger by this hurricane. I was surprised they didn't fly 2 teams that already are used to flying to that city. They have standard accommodations at the city. You know, nobody goes to those games anyway, so they'd be offering free tickets to somebody to
Well,
go.
the Braves were already in Miami playing the Marlins.
Yeah, but the weather was good here.
Yes,
Tuesday
I
night.
know they could, but I'm saying that the Braves could have just stayed
there,
in
and
Miami.
we just sent the Mets
Yeah.
there for the 3-game series.
Yep. All right. Well, we're going to get into our commercials round robin, and it looks like, Adam, you're up.
Making preparations for when you're not around anymore is not easy. Nobody likes to think about their own mortality, and I'm sure we could talk about this next week, doesn't always fit into the big schedule picture, and that's why you should contact our friend Ron Smith at Senior Life Insurance. Whether you're being buried or cremated, costs keep going up, but you can lock in a price today and take this final expense off your to-do list. Do your loved ones a favor and take care of this final expense so that when your time does come, they won't have to worry about it. If you're age 1 to 85, they have a plan for you. So please contact Ron and his team at 440-561-0758.
And thank you, Don Smith, for being the sponsor of Three Guys Who Love Sports.
He does that so well. No, I was kidding. That didn't sound good. He's great at everything he does. I don't know when it's going to take that. But, Joshua Smith and his wife Tammy are both graduates of Kennesaw State College. He's been practicing law for 24 years, specializing in sports and entertainment law while continuing in criminal defense, civil litigation, juvenile, and personal injury. And he's ready to represent you all the way from your small town to the Supreme Court and any appellate court in between. With all the new rules regarding NIL and cash payments, don't we know about UNLV? To athletes, they are placing a new emphasis on Kennesaw State University student athletics to help our student athletes better navigate some of the bigger issues that have tripped up so many. Give them a call tomorrow at 706-217-2095.
What
That's
number
right.
is that?
706-217-2095.
Great. Brent just laid down the phone, and thank you, Joshua Smith, for being a sponsor. Today's game and tomorrow's game have been postponed for the Braves.
There you go.
So, but no contingency plans. They just said they've been postponed.
Yeah, nothing else. Just I'll kind of watch it, see if I can see anything. But probably going to be playing a game on Monday.
What do we say?
At
Probably
least
a
one.
doubleheader.
Yeah, probably a double header.
How do we like to say that? Reactive or proactive?
There you
it's
go.
baseball. Come on now.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of reactive, let's take a look at what happened in the college ranks over the weekend. It was an ugly, ugly week for me in my tub, 1-5. The only game I got right was UConn laying 2. The rest of them was ugly. Nebraska lost to Illinois. Colorado.